Warren Beatty is Dick Tracy.
I was beginning to wonder what a girl had to do to get arrested.
Wearing that dress is a step in the right direction.
Dick Tracy.
And Dick Tracy's subject right now as we have interviews with Warren Beatty and Madonna as we go behind the scenes on the making of the film Dick Tracy.
For the next half hour, you're invited to get inside Dick Tracy on both sides of the camera.
Cut.
As movie makers transform a comic strip legend into this summer's greatest adventure, something so new and unique, nothing like it has ever been seen on screen before.
Nobody touches Tracy but me.
Tracy.
Tracy?
You mind if I call you Dick? I'm rubbing him out.
Just ahead, you'll see why great gangsters are made, not born. And what makes Madonna such a breathtaking, breathless Mahoney.
Breathless wears a lot of tight dresses.
You'll find out how this kid became this kid, and why director and star Warren Beatty wears so many different hats on the job, including the world's most famous yellow fedora. Action, laughter, and surprising tricks of the movie-making trade. It's all in store and more right here, right now, on Dick Tracy, Behind the Badge, Behind the Scenes.
New deal, guys. This is now Charlie's point of view. Tracy and the bad guys come out. Car's gonna move.
You're on a studio street in Hollywood where something magic is happening. Oscar winner Warren Beatty and a group of gifted filmmakers are literally bringing a comic strip to life for the new action comedy adventure, Dick Tracy.
Extra, extra! Tracy battles Mo!
When Dick Tracy cracks down on crime in the movies, he cracks down hard, and gangsters who get in his way don't like it a bit.
I want Dick Tracy dead!
Big Boy Caprice plots to get rid of Tracy, but Tracy's got other plans.
You're sloppy, big boy. You're under arrest. Get him out of here, boys.
It's the world's greatest detective versus the city's most dangerous crime boss.
There was one Napoleon! One Washington! One me!
And may the best man win.
You tell me you're an officer of the law. I am the law!
And Big Boy's got a secret weapon. Her name is Breathless Mahoney, a blonde who knows how to keep a cop torn between duty and desire.
I was beginning to wonder what a girl had to do to get arrested.
Wearing that dress is a step in the right direction.
Can Tracy outwit Big Boy and save the city? Will a homeless orphan named The Kid help him do it? Can Tracy resist Breathless? And if he can't, will his girlfriend Tess Trueheart forgive and forget?
I'll bet she does some nifty undercover work.
Dick Tracy, on one hand, is a story about good versus evil. And on the other hand, it's a story about people wanting to form a family. Dick Tracy and Tess Trueheart would like to have a family, and the kid is an orphan, and he'd like to have a family, and they get together. It's got to be wide and go like that.
Hollywood's never made a movie like Dick Tracy before. The look, the feel, the fun, almost everything about it is unique and exciting and unexpected. Breaking old rules, then writing brand new ones with some stunning results.
Calling Dick Tracy. Calling Dick Tracy.
Come in, Sam.
Southside warehouse on the river, Tracy. Something's going on. You better get down here.
I'm on my way.
Dick Tracy is history's most popular comic strip detective, battling history's best-known rogues gallery of gangsters. He's an American original, an incorruptible hero with an unmistakable image.
Dick Tracy only wears one thing. He wears a black suit with a white shirt, a striped tie, and a yellow coat and hat. Tracy owns 2 suits.
You don't want my knees down, do you? Yeah. Otherwise you can't reach.
Both like this.
Dick Tracy's long and legendary crime-fighting career didn't begin here in Hollywood. It began in Chicago on the drawing board of newspaper cartoonist Chester Gould. He made Tracy a 20th century hero, defending American values and virtues in an urban jungle where good was good and evil was evil and nothing was in between. It's the same dangerous, one-of-a-kind world that Warren Beatty has transformed from the comics to the screen.
Hey, tough guy. You want to try that on somebody your own size?
I liked Dick Tracy when I was a kid. I liked the bad guys. And I liked the good guys. I liked the good guys just enough better than the bad guys to keep me interested.
Let's go!
The bad guys in Dick Tracy are some of Chester Gould's most memorable villains, with their own permanent place in American pop culture. Ugly mugs like Flat Top, and Prune Face, Shoulders, and the Brow. Then there's Itchy, and Mumbles, and Lips Manless, too.
Who are they?
Are your lips?
Flat Top.
All of them created through the magic of makeup, with new touches added to the old Hollywood art of making faces.
Is it true that when you do a film for Disney that you turn into a cartoon character?
The men behind the makeup magic are Doug Drexler.
You ready for the last one?
And John Caglione, Jr.
What's the position?
Hurry.
Two longtime fans of Chester Gould's distinctive character style.
Every character is an individual and an individual actor, so we had to create individual looks for that specific person.
You know, you could look at a lot of comic magazines and cartoon strips, and faces tend to look the same, but not on Dick Tracy.
Doug and John spent 4 months developing each of Dick Tracy's gangsters before cameras ever rolled. After that, it was the actor's turn, some spending another 4 months working inside new and not-so-handsome faces, like Edo Ross, who plays Itchy, the hitman.
The makeup can get really intense. On the other hand, the makeup looks so great. You know, I mean, it's like, and you see these guys coming on, and it's like, no way. You know, it's like, God, you know, because they're so distorted, but yet they're so lifelike.
It was very funny with these guys who played these parts. I forgot what they looked like. And then when I would see them with their makeup off, I thought, God, they're so good looking, those guys.
When you have it on, you do feel strange. People treat you differently. I mean, there's no doubt about it. You come walking up with this face. If a person doesn't know you, the first thing they see is this, and that's the way they treat you.
Actor William Forsythe prepared for his role as Flat Top by spending long, uncomfortable hours in the makeup chair each and every morning, day after day.
I have 3.5 hours, you know, people putting glue and rubber all over me, so it puts me in a perfect mood, like to play a killer.
The makeup artists did the impossible. Those cartoon characters came alive.
The ultimate compliment to Doug and John's makeup comes from Jean Gould O'Connell, Chester Gould's daughter. Jean literally grew up with her father's mob of gangsters. She says visiting the set of Dick Tracy and coming face to face with Flat Top, Itchy, and all the rest was like a reunion of old friends.
It's marvelous watching them because this is their life right now, and they're living the part. Oh, if only my father could see this, he would be prouder than proud.
Where there's gangsters, there's crime.
Okay, here we go, guys.
And where there's crime, there's action. Just as much of it behind the scenes as there is in the movie itself.
Action. Here we go.
All right.
Get up.
Elaborate action sequences required total teamwork, a complicated co-creation of the director, the cast and crew, stunt people, and explosives experts, each contributing to Dick Tracy's inventive, spectacular, and highly stylized special effects. The result? Warren Beatty sometimes faced as much danger behind the scenes as Tracy does on the screen. And an exploding police car seemed to fall uncomfortably close to Beatty's back.
They saw that shot and they said, this is fantastic, and you didn't flinch. It was incredible. This car flipped over in back of you. The truth is, I never heard it. I never saw it. I didn't know when it happened. My machine gun was making so much noise, and I had earplugs in, and I think I came quite close to death, but I didn't know it. So that's why I didn't flinch.
Pick it up. You gotta pick it up. Up, pick it up. Higher, let's go.
Never stop planning. You're gonna rent it for. Have you been sunny? If you like penny, would you like penny?
Warren Beatty is more than the star of Dick Tracy. He's the producer and the director as well.
Got it, great. That's a good piece. That's a good piece.
Heading up a cast and crew that includes Madonna as Breathless Mahoney, Charlie Korsmo as the Kid, Glenn Headley as Tracy's long-suffering love, Tess Trueheart, and a list of major stars like Charles Durning.
Joe! Yes, sir. Get my car. Keep an eye on the kid till I get back.
Right, Chief.
Dick Van Dyke.
Chief, I am a candidate for mayor. If you can't control Detective Tracy, you'll just have to take him off duty.
And Mandy Patinkin.
Once the words were spoken, something may be broken.
Plus, some other famous faces that you may not recognize behind their on-screen alter egos.
Oh, look what you did to your pretty tuxedo.
Behind it all is a production team that reads like a directory of innovative movie makers, with 68 Academy Award nominations to its combined credit. Cinematographer Vittorio Storaro, honored with Oscars for Reds, Apocalypse Now, and The Last Emperor. Production designer Richard Silbert, the man who gave the unforgettable look to movies like Chinatown, Shampoo, and Cotton Club. And costume designer Milena Canonero, another Oscar winner, famous for her work in Out of Africa and Chariots of Fire. An impressive group faced with an impressive challenge, transporting moviegoers to a world that doesn't exist anywhere except on film. A place with a look that goes beyond fantasy into a new kind of super reality.
This has never been tried. Nobody's ever come near this.
The dazzle of Dick Tracy's world begins with the colors, only 6 of them, matching the ink that newspapers use to print their Sunday comics.
Every yellow in this picture is the same yellow. Every red in this picture is the same red. Every blue is the same blue. And every green is the same green, and then there's black and white. What's going to happen to this? It's going to become something quite beautiful to look at.
Okay, boys, let's go.
Like the comic strip, Dick Tracy's world is a plain-wrapped, generic world. No brand names, no logos. It's a place where a street's just a street, a diner's just a diner, and a car's just a car.
Warren is really a car buff and really knows his cars. Gangster cars kind of all look alike, and from the start, he wanted the cars to be very nondescript. He didn't want to know that Chevys were Chevys and Fords were Fords and et cetera. You know, it was quite a challenge as far as doing stuff to the grills and hood ornaments. We had a sculptor come in and design hood ornaments just for these cars. We didn't feel that the older engines would give us enough power, give the stuntmen enough power to do what they wanted. So we took one police car and a couple of our gangster cars and put modern engines and transmissions in them.
In addition to cars and other full-size elements, lots of little things went into the making of Dick Tracy. Dozens of miniatures, from small motorized riverboats with tiny moving people to a fully operational drawbridge, and this 1,200-pound steam locomotive running on narrow-gauge track across its own shooting stage. Though every frame of Dick Tracy was filmed on a studio lot, you'd never know it in the movie, because Warren Beatty's team built a completely original city from their combined imaginations.
I think it's kind of fresh, because it's not like anything I've been connected with.
We began to use a word called super real.